for complete strangers, on behalf of values, on behalf of a way of life, on behalf of principles like justice and freedom, which, when you are in the heat of battle, must seem like distant abstractions when you're considering the service and sacrifice that you give to us, must seem somehow remote, but which are so tangible to us and so moving for me personally. I cannot begin to express it beyond saying I am humbled beyond words. It is a thing of extraordinary honor for me to be in your presence. And that is why we do everything we can to bring the services you and your families need, to show our regard for your service. And yes, we will get you your license plate. And I just want to point out, Mr. Mayor, if your list of non-negotiable demands were as simple as his, I think we do all right by Newman. One of the reasons why this was put together on rather short notice is because the Secretary's visit was, I suppose, not entirely classified, but a thing of some secrecy, because we had a surprise. And you know how hard it is in public life for anybody to keep anything confidential. But the surprise and the reason for the central reason for the Secretary's visit today was that we were over in Fall River to name the newest ship in the Navy, the United States Navy ship Fall River, which we did just before coming over here today. And I say that though I know I'm in the presence of New Bedford and Freetown, right, and other friends from the and I love you all. You know that. You know that. But it was a great thing to be able to be present for that announcement today. This is maybe the Secretary will say a little bit more about that ship when he comes up. But it's about to be under construction in Alabama. It will be ready in a couple.
You understand why wheelchairs are there. But you also understand that that is not what defines these folks. What defines and what makes them a brother and sisterhood is their service, is their sacrifice for this country, is their sacrifice for all of us, is their willingness to bear the brunt of the battle for freedom, for America, for this country and the idea of this country, wherever it happens in the world. And it's because of that, it's like the governor said, we owe a debt to veterans, to wounded veterans in particular, that can never be fully or adequately repaid. But we owe them some things that we too often don't remember. One is to say thank you. I was in a long time ago, 40 years ago, during Vietnam. And I know the Secretary can tell you it was a very different atmosphere than people in the military. I am thankful today how much support the military and our veterans get from our country, from our citizens. But things that you are doing here, like the SAVE program that I've been talking about here, the fact that Massachusetts is the only state in the United States that gives $2,000 to every 100% disabled veteran, every Gold Star spouse, every Gold Star mother. The fact that there are specific programs to help veterans in education, to help veterans reintegrate into communities. That's what's being done, and the governor told you why it's being done.
What do you think?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful,
Tell you,
absolutely wonderful.
the Secretary of the Navy did one heck of a speech, and Governor Patrick did a great speech, and everybody made a great speech today. It was great.
And what do you think about the naming of the new naval
Oh, that was
vessel
terrific.
in
I
Fall
thought
River?
that was great.
And